everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to this week's video. Hope you're all doing very well this week and have had a very good week. I hope so. No illnesses, nothing to report. Good, hope so, hope that's the case. All good things are going on here. I've had a very busy week and I've had a very productive week, which has been great. So I'm completely over my tonsillitis issues as of last week, and I've managed to gain some energy and motivation to get stuff done. But first of all, before I talk about anything else that's in today's video, I've got to show you this delivery that I've just had. A beautiful new bag. And I've actually had this from a company called the Busy Bag Company. What a great name. And you can get these in all colours. Look at this, isn't that gorgeous? I went for this sort of tan coloured, which I thought was quite summery, but it's absolutely huge. But what I love about it is all the compartments that are inside. You have got space for a laptop. It's an ideal work bag, actually. There are pockets everywhere, zips. It's waterproof inside as well as outside. You get an extra little purse here that you can keep anything in, really. You can keep your money, you can keep your makeup in. It has a large strap, so you can make it a shoulder bag as well, even though these straps are so big, you can't actually get it over your shoulder without having the shoulder strap, which is excellent. But this is the bit I really love, and this is what made me buy it, because it's going to be, as I say, ideal for work. Here you have a little insulation area where you can actually put, look, it extends out, you can actually put your lunch in there without taking a separate bag. So if, like me, you go to work with hundreds of bags, you've got your handbag, you've got your lunchbox, you've got your water bottle, might have to take some paperwork, not anymore. I can now take it all in one bag. How good is that? And as I say, it comes in lots of different colours, but I've just had that delivered. And I love it in this sort of tan colour. It's got a brown lining. I think you can get it in black, cream, red, there's all sorts of colours. I shall link it down below in the description box for you to have a look at. Little bit pricey, it's around the £40 mark. But to be honest, you can't really get anything for much less than that handbag-wise these days, can you? So I am really looking forward to taking that out. There's another zip here, look. I've missed that one. Another one there. I tell you what it will be good for as well with Nancy. If we're going out for a day where she needs to take things like feminine hygiene products or anything like that, there's going to be so much room. I can even get a change of clothes in there, an umbrella. I could even put her waterproof coat in there if needs be. So absolutely perfect. I just thought I'd show you because I'm ever so pleased with it. But as I say, I'll link it down below for you. You might want to have a look. So I've managed to do a trip to IKEA this week, which has been great, and it's really helpful actually with the process of moving house shortly, or hopefully shortly. But it's given me lots of ideas. We have made some definite decisions on some things that we're going to buy for the new house in terms of furniture and what have you. Haven't made any purchases this week, but we've got a huge list of what we're going to need a bit nearer the time, which has been great. And I've been carrying on with my sorting out and decluttering this week as well. Got so much more energy this week, it's been great. So I thought, crack on, let's get some stuff done. So we've sorted out the garage, and I've also had a huge declutter of my wardrobe, which was so needed. So needed. Although I'm going to be acquiring more wardrobe space in the new house, there was still so much that I thought, it's not just about getting rid of things to make the space. It was getting rid of things because I just simply don't need them. I haven't worn half of them for certainly 6 months, some 12 months. I'm a bit weightier than I was. Well, I'm certainly weightier than I was 2 years ago due to the lovely menopause. Another subject. So I was like, why have I got these clothes? I'm not going to wear them. And yes, you know, I might lose weight down the line, but by that point, I'll need new things. It's just sitting there doing nothing, collecting dust and what have you. So I thought, no, I'm going to be ruthless and do a huge declutter, which I have, which is great. So that has really been the be all and end all of this week. But as I say, very busy, very productive. Nancy's doing quite well. She's been a bit tired this week, but the weather's been a bit iffy again, hasn't it? It's been beautiful on some days, and then when we've had these rainy, cloudy days, it's still so warm. And I think it's got to her a little bit this week, but she is okay, and she is in this video this week a little bit. So sit back, relax, grab yourselves a cuppa. Oh, there's Mila. Good morning, Mila. Enjoy your Sunday morning watching the All Things Good channel. Let's get into it. Hope you enjoy it.
My head above the water, finally I can breathe again. Lost in the waves I wander, but in your eyes I see no pain. You're a holiday, a break from the rain, sipping your sunshine, come take me away. In the water, finally I can breathe again. You're a dream, 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 standing in your presence, carry me away, honey. A dream, 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 make me lose my senses, carry me away, away. A dream, 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 come take me away. I see a new horizon, my 2 feet steady on the ground. With you I found my reason, yeah, to keep chasing what we found. You're a holiday, a break from the rain, sipping your sunshine, come take me away. No horizon, finally I can see again. You're a dream, 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 standing in your presence, carry me away, honey. A dream, 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 make me lose my senses, carry me away, away. Dream, 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 come take me away. You're a dream, 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 standing in your presence, carry me away, honey. A dream, 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 make me lose my senses, carry me away, away. A dream, 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 come take me away. My head above the water, finally I can breathe again.
One of the things I'm really looking forward to in my new house is the new great big double wardrobes that I'm going to acquire in the master bedroom. But in my current house, as you can see, I've actually only got a really tiny fitted wardrobe here in the master bedroom. But I wanted to do a really good sort out and a declutter ready for moving. I'm methodically going through every room of the house over the next few weeks. And you know what? I was really ruthless, and I thought if I haven't worn it for 6 months or 12 months, it's going to be donated. So I'm really pleased that today I got the motivation going to actually get this done. Quite a big pile of stuff I can donate. So let's get the car packed up and off to the charity shop. Hoorah! It may not look like it, but actually we are making huge progress in here because look at the skip. Almost full. Lots of empty boxes that we don't need, can get rid of, just taking up space. And we are slowly and methodically working out what's going to be travelling with us to the new house. But look what I found. All of Grace's old things. Look, we've got some beautiful things here. We have Minnie Mouse, Toad of Toad Hall. We have one of the 101 Dalmatians, Pongo nonetheless. Miss Piggy, loving a bit of Miss Piggy. And, of course, Kermit to go with her. The fabulous Paddington Bear, lost a boot. There you are, Paddy. Paddington Bear. Oh, we've got the Sorcerer's Apprentice. So these are definitely to keep for now. So I'm just going to put them back in this suitcase. And we'll sort out all of those when we move. Probably keep them forever, you know. I'm feeling grandchildren coming on. Oh God, that'd be great. Well, it still looks like a messy garage, doesn't it? But actually, we have sorted out so much. And all this has been cleared apart from what we need. So everything up in the rafters has gone, apart from a couple of boxes of things we've already packed and a couple of suitcases. And then down here we have got the boxes ready for packing things up. And then everything else actually in here is to go with us. Hello, Mother.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good. I'm sitting in the garden, having a lovely rest in the evening. It is now 5:22:07.
No,
So
it's
sorry, 5:26.
5:20 to 5.
Oh, sorry, looking at my watch wrong.
It was
Typical of an old lady.
Friday evening, and we're having a little sit in the garden, but we're keeping Mother in the shade just here so she's not too hot. But a lot of my viewers have been asking recently for me to ask you some questions. And do you remember the photograph of you on the horse that was taken when you were 18?
Yes.
In Ireland?
Yes.
Tell me about that story, about how that came about.
Well, we happened to be out and we met up with some gypsies they'd got a horse, and we said to them, could we have a picture of the horse? And one gypsy said, yes, but you must sit on the horse. And that's how it became. I was sitting on a horse in Ireland.
So it wasn't your horse?
No.
You just happened to be on the beach at the same time?
Yes. The gypsy's horse.
Oh. And when we move house, we will have to sort out all your photographs, because you have got hundreds of photographs, hundreds of photograph albums, and you have got pictures from practically every year of your life so far, haven't you?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of my viewers have said we'd love to see more pictures of Nancy when she was younger and know all about her family and her modelling days and her work days. So what we will do is, once we have moved house and we have sorted all those out, we will do a question and answer video for the viewers, and you can tell them all about your modelling days at McConville's in Birmingham, and through that how you did modelling and you were on the television, and how you met my dad and all those kind of things. So is that a plan?
Absolutely.
We shall do that, won't we?
I hope so, yes.
But tonight, after our little sit in the garden here, we're going out for a bit of dinner, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We're going for a curry.
Yes.
You like a curry, don't you?
Absolutely.
What are you going to have? Chicken korma, like last week?
Yes.
Okay. And enjoy your time in the garden.
Yes.
So here we are having our moment on the bed. And I'm filming this moment on the bed on Friday evening. So I'm not long in from work actually, but as you've just seen, just had a little hour in the garden with Nancy, because when I'm at work, she's obviously here at home. She's being looked after, but she doesn't really move from her room on the days that I'm at work. So she just reads and watches the television. So especially when the weather's nice like this, it's lovely to be able to just get her outside for a bit. And we are going out for a curry this evening, but we have got a fabulous curry house restaurant 2-minute walk from where we live, and we're quite regulars in there now. And when we went for my birthday back in January, it was probably one of the occasions recently where I've seen Nancy just demolish everything in front of her. She was just eating and eating and eating when we were all like, wow, she loves curry. And since then we've been quite frequently. She always has the same thing, but she absolutely loves it. So Fridays are really good actually if we do want to go out, because it's a day that I've been at work, it's a day that Paul's been at work, and you think it's the end of the week, I don't want to come home and sort of slave over a hot stove, let's go and have something to eat. So we're very lucky that we're able to do that from time to time, and so we are doing that this evening after I've just filmed this little moment with you. So how are you all? Hope you're all doing very, very well. As you can see, started a lot of the sorting out process here at the house, but I still don't have any idea of dates for moving, and it's so frustrating because I work at a firm of solicitors that deals with conveyancing. I am doing my own conveyancing, if you like, or my firm is doing the conveyancing for my sale of this house and my purchase of the new house. So I've kind of got a complete inside look on a daily basis as to where we're at, what's happening, who needs chasing, what needs chasing. And it's so frustrating because the house that we're moving into, everything we've done in terms of legalities and discussions from solicitor to solicitor and all the inquiries is done. So it's ready and we are itching to go. But the solicitors that are acting for the people that are buying this house are dragging their heels, to say the least. When I say dragging their heels, it's like trying to get blood out of a stone. They don't communicate, they don't acknowledge emails or letters. We're not getting any updates, and it's so frustrating. And I'm sure it's frustrating for the people that are planning on moving in here because they're a young couple. It's their first property together and they've got to have a mortgage, and I'm sure they've got their mortgage offer, but I'm sure that there will be an expiration date on that mortgage offer. So I'm sure that they're keen to get things moving a little bit, but we can't get any information or anything we need to at this stage from the solicitors for them. And it's holding everything up, which is a bit of a shame. And their sort of time scale at the moment is, well, you know, we do things by date order and we're waiting for this, we're waiting for that, and it might not come in till the end of August. Which, me being sort of in that field, I know what it is that they're waiting for, and there is no way and no reason why that should be happening at the end of August. We do something similar, and I've done it exactly the same on the house I'm buying, and we got this particular information and this document through within 2 days. So we're being fobbed off a little bit, but hopefully we'll start to get some answers soon and some communication going on, because it's very, very frustrating. So this house is the hold up, would you believe? And yeah, well, time is of the essence really, because I don't want to move Mom, well, it won't be the middle of winter, but I don't want to move her in the middle of winter. I just sort of, you know, hope that the weather's still okay for moving, you know, actually on the moving day and things like that. But what will be, will be. I'm not going to stress about it. We can't do any more than we are doing, and it will happen when it happens. It would be lovely if it was August, if it was next month, but I've just got a sneaky suspicion now as we're coming to the end of July that I think it's going to be going into September, but we'll see. You never know, they might suddenly pop up and it'll all get done, but we'll see. But as I say, it's a process and you've just got to go with it, and you can't hurry up other people. You can only do what you can do, can't you? But just filming Nancy then for a couple of minutes. You may remember that last week I was saying to you I have to be quite careful when I pick my moments as to filming Nancy. And it may be a little bit more noticeable to you because she's not on here as often as she used to be. And of course, you're not seeing her every day as I am. But what I think and feel has happened recently with Nancy's Alzheimer's progression, she will hold a conversation with you, but you have to do all the conversation. So you have to ask her the questions, you have to ask her something or refer to something or talk about something, anything, for her to respond. So she won't start a conversation, she won't ask any questions, she won't voluntarily offer any conversation. And I think that's something that's really changed this year, I'd say, in this half of this year, in that is sort of getting less and less and less. When we used to do our chats in the car, which we may still do if we get a good day, when we used to do our chats in the car, she'd just be part of the conversation. And, you know, we'd have a laugh and we'd talk about, you know, her happy hour, her having a gin and tonic, or what drinks she'd like to have at Christmas, or could be anything, talking about going shopping or the weather or what have you. But she now doesn't sort of have an involvement in conversation as much. Does that make sense? And just filming her then, just those few minutes ago, I noticed it more, and I was sort of saying, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to film, and this is what you viewers would like to see. And she'll go, yes, 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 absolutely. And she understands, and she'll go along with the plan. But she won't then provide any more information. She wouldn't then say, oh, we could also do this, or, do you know what I mean? And that's gone. That's totally gone. And I've noticed as well, if we're sitting as a family, or if it's me and Paul and her, or me and Grace and her, and me and Paul having a conversation, or me and Grace having a conversation that she's involved in, she won't understand the content of the conversation. And then she'll suddenly pop up with, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about? What does it mean? And you have to kind of re-explain things. It's really hard. It is really, really hard. I had a great trip to IKEA. I have got some amazing ideas of things that we saw. We've certainly picked some furniture that we're definitely going to be having from IKEA. Some bedroom furniture. I'm definitely buying the dressing table that you saw. And we picked up a few little bits that we're just going to keep wrapped up. Just a few accessories we're going to keep wrapped up until we move. And we're not ordering or purchasing anything else now until we do have a date and we know when we're moving. But we have made some decisions on some furniture and some other bits and pieces, and it was really exciting. And it was really nice to go to IKEA, because before we went, I thought to myself, oh, is it worth going yet? Is it worth having a look around? Because I don't know when this is going to happen, etc., etc. And Paul sort of said, no, let's go and have a look. And, you know, but walking around, it was great, because I was thinking, actually, it is giving me ideas and making me feel keep motivated to keep pushing everything and getting it all done. And before you know it, it will be done, and we will be in and settled, and it'll be great. And obviously, I'm a very organised person, or generally I'm a very organised person. So I want to kind of plan ahead, and I'd like to have dates in mind so that I can organise and plan when my actual packing starts. But, you know, in the meantime, I shall carry on with all the decluttering and what have you. Now, I may have noticed that my voice is a little bit quiet, and although I'm fully recovered from the tonsillitis that I had, I'm still a bit croaky. And I find that when I've been at work and I've been talking all day, I've been on the phone and what have you, my voice goes really croaky in the evenings, but rest assured I am absolutely fine. But you may have also noticed that when I was talking to Nancy in the garden, she had a little microphone attached to her, and so did I, and that was a little bit of a test actually, because I don't normally use clip-on microphones, because normally when I'm vlogging I'm quite close to the camera like I am now. But I noticed a few comments on my recent video of my trip to Mallorca, when I was showing people the resort that we stayed in and did a bit of a holiday vlog and a bit of a review. I am tired. A bit of a review of where we stayed and what we did, and a lot of comments were actually quite negative about the sound is really bad, and when you did your moment on the sunbed and you were telling us all about it, all we could hear was the wind blowing. Now, I'm not professional filmmaker, and unlike some other YouTubers, I don't use a company to edit my videos or anything like that. I do it all myself. I just film it myself, edit it myself, give it to you myself, blah, blah, blah. But when I go on holiday, I'm not going to take loads of equipment with me, or I thought I wouldn't take lots of equipment with me. But those comments did get me thinking as to how I do vlog and what have you, and I don't really want to go to the expense of buying any expensive equipment, but this week I decided to buy some little microphones, and that was a bit of a test when I was with Nancy. So going forward, if I'm doing something where I'm out and about or there's going to be some background noise, I am going to use a microphone. So if you see it attached to me and you're thinking, what's that thing on attached to Polly, it's my new little microphone. I'm going to give it a little test. But I am probably going to update my equipment slightly next month. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so hopefully you did enjoy my Mallorca vlog. And apologies if the quality on some of it wasn't great. But as I say, I do this for the enjoyment of it. I'm not a professional. I'm not a sort of creator of content that requires me to go any more professional than I currently am, if that makes sense. A lot of people do invest a lot of money into this and have lots of subscribers and are making a living out of these YouTube videos, and at that point they're bringing in marketing people and people to edit their videos and things like that. But we're not even at 2,000 subscribers yet. So when I get to 1 million subscribers, that might all change. And it might look a bit more professional, etc. But while we're still on a little, just under 2,000 subscribers, I don't think we'll change what we do, because you are all lovely and you're enjoying what I do thus far, aren't you? But honestly, if you do have any suggestions for me, I'm always happy to listen to suggestions on my videos. But I'm going to go and have my curry now. So I hope you have enjoyed this week's video. And until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. See you next week. Take care. Bye.